I feel like the Wizard of Oz. There I am. It's about time. Um, just remember, it is Thanksgiving tomorrow. As everyone knows, today is Thanksgiving Eve. However, a huge day of giving is next Tuesday, the 28th, and that is Giving Tuesday. If you could find it in your hearts and in your wallets and possibly in your closets to help Mr. Bob's, um, Giving Tuesday would be a great way to show it. So please, if you're out there and you're thinking about it, check out Mr. Bob's underthebridge.org. They are looking for help. They are looking for donations. They are looking for people who care about people. So please move forward with that if you can. The Java House is, this is, they are in their wheelhouse. This season is fantastic for them. They have so many hot different drinks that you can, whether you like caffeine, you don't like caffeine, doesn't matter. They have it for you. They haven't figured out you want to stop in quickly, you want to call ahead, they can take care of that. It's a great place to sit around. I saw the dog father, I saw Jude, who can almost converted me to Judaism. Um, there are so many cool people. Dr. Kelly was there with her husband, the chef Ted, who's making pies today. So there are all kinds of very cool things happening at the Job House as well. Mel's Mel's had a very successful week last week with Chris Heron, and Mel's Charities will play a prominent role. Mel's Elves will be out in force this Saturday at the Grafton Christmas Parade. Starts 11 a.m. in Grafton. With that, I think I can bring AJ in. He probably be all right. I want to talk birthdays with him, but he's usually a little unprepared. So I don't know if it's too early for him to come in, but let's find out.
What's up, Jack?
AJ Bokine.
How we doing?
I'm doing great once I get the knobs figured. I felt like the Wizard of Oz, pulling all the knobs and having all the things go off and everything. And you are, for once, what I saw a hand in there. Was that a scorpion claw?
Yeah,
I just saw.
It is a scorpion claw. I'm at my parents' residence, so it is a scorpion claw.
Very nice. You are very well framed up tonight, AJ.
Thank you. We got the tray up and we're got the tablet standing up, so it's good.
It's good. I bet you the real boss of the Bokinis set that up for you, not your agent, the faux boss.
Yeah. All right.
Stop it. No.
All right, the agent is there. He will know this name, but I don't know, AJ, if you know this name or not. Today's birthday, though, is one of my all-time favorites. 1921. He's no longer with us. Rodney Dangerfield.
Yes.
It's his birthday today. Do you know who he is, AJ?
Yes.
Yes? And do you approve?
I do.
What about the agent? Was he a Rodney Dangerfield fan?
Rodney Dangerfield?
Big time. Caddyshack.
Caddyshack, back to school?
Back to school.
Caddyshack all day long.
What was that, the triple whatever?
All day long. Yeah.
Oh, the triple, yes. A bunch of it was shot in Madison. It was a lot of fun.
Caddyshack all day long. All day long.
And then AJ, sports, truly someone who broke through barriers in the sports, Billie Jean King.
It's her birthday today?
Yep.
Nice.
Born in 1943.
Yeah.
Is that how old she is?
Yeah. Well, how old does that make her? Let's see. Even
80.
80.
80, yeah.
So 80 years old. Wow.
80 on the nuts. Whoops,
Yeah.
sorry about that. But still the same. And
Bobby
then
Riggs. Bobby Riggs? Is that right?
yes, was it Bobby Riggs? Yeah. I don't know how she's a pro player. He wasn't. I don't know how that whole thing came about, but it sure got the attention. Good for them. Mark Ruffalo, he's an actor. He's 1967. He's from Wisconsin, I believe, from Milwaukee.
Is he really?
Yeah. Little Steven Van Sant, Little Stevie from the Bosses band.
Yeah, he was on 60 Minutes the other night.
And did you watch it?
I did not.
I'm going to look that one up because he's an interesting character. He was great in The Sopranos. Did you Bokinis like The Sopranos or no?
I wasn't a fan.
We're good.
What?
Yeah, that's
They were good.
Yeah.
They were good.
All right.
I did. I enjoyed it.
Good.
He watched it more than I did. So.
He's less Italian than I am. So.
Terry Gilliam from Monty Python. Also, his birthday from 1940. I don't think he's with us either. I'm not sure though.
Monty
Today,
Python.
yes. And then
Oh,
another fun guy. Today in 1967, Mel Brooks, his directorial film debut. The Producers came out, and it was almost his last debut because it bombed so badly. And people are up in arms about the movie was about two Jewish producers who make a play about Nazis. So he was not afraid of controversy, and he had some balls. It was pretty good cojones, as they say. But after the initial pushback, it would go on to gather cult following, and actually Mel Brooks got an Academy Award for that, which is great.
Nice.
Today in 1995, I love this. The first movie to completely use computer generated animation hit theaters.
What was it?
Pixar's Toy Story.
Not surprising.
Did you like Toy Story?
I liked all three, all four of them.
Four of them, yeah. Who was your favorite? Who could you relate to out of anybody in the Toy Story movies?
Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, good one.
Yep, Mr. Potato Head.
AJ, he seemed a little harsh, a little negative for you. You always seemed a little. You're more.
Yeah, that's my other side.
The dark side.
Yeah, right.
What about the agent? Who's his favorite character from Toy Story?
I don't remember. I mean, remember Toy Story and enjoying it. I don't remember watching.
Oh my God!
I'm
What is the
sorry,
matter with you? Get with it.
I would think the Slinky Dog would be his.
Really?
I
He was too
don't-
nice. See, I see the agent more as Mr. Potato Head than you.
No. That's my other side.
Yeah, that's and Mr. Nice is my other son.
Yeah. So Toy Story, that was kind of a big deal. I love whenever I see it and hear Mr. Potato Head said, "You are a liar," and it's Don Rickles saying it. I can't get that out of my head. I go around the house saying that for days on end after I see it again, which is fantastic.
Yes.
So there's a little what's going on in the in the world of entertainment. AJ, what's going on in the real world of sports? What do
So
you got?
we'll start with Marquette today. They were in a battle with Purdue. Came down to the wire.
And
They lost by 3.
Oh.
Zach Edey is just a different dude. You know, it helps to be. He's different in the fact that he's really good, and he's different in the fact that he's also 7'4", almost 300 pounds. So
is that all? He looks bigger than 7'4".
it gives him credit for 7'4".
He looks about 8'2" is what he looks like out
He
there.
does look 8'2".
It was a great game, the Marquette game.
But they went back and forth. Kohler played really well.
Well, they were down most of the game, and they came back, cut it to 1, and they forced a tough shot, and they just couldn't block the big Edie out to tip it in. It's about
Those sophomore guards from Purdue are really good as well.
Okay, well I was wondering because Purdue, I know Edie, but I know Painter's a good coach, but it just seems like they have guys. They always seem to have guys around them. But how does Marquette go from beating Kansas to losing to Purdue? I don't understand that.
Purdue's number 2 in the country.
I understand that, but still, nope, we just lost AJ. Come on back, Age. I was just saying, I can't believe that Marquette. They are. I mean, they're going to be in the top all the way through, so that's not a problem. But still, I was surprised to see them go down to Purdue today. So it's one of those things. But now, as long as AJ's off, I can go back to one of the other original things. They say, "Oh, Bulldog is coming." I know there's one. I know Russ Meyer is kind of a closet Bulldog fan, but Bulldog's doing some family stuff. He should be joining us a little later. But today, in 1968, Captain Kirk, the first interracial television kiss in history with Lieutenant Uhura. They weren't in love. They were just doing the bidding of some aliens who had telekinetic powers. Oh, see, you leave me alone, AJ, and I'm going to Captain Kirk.
Wait,
Were you insulted by my questioning of the Purdue? What's going on?
no.
no, I fat fingered. I fat fingered. I'm holding this up and I fat fingered on the bottom, which
Yep.
cut us off.
Yeah.
Well, the rest of the world is pretty upset because we were talking about an interesting basketball game. Then I shifted to Captain Kirk kissing Lieutenant Uhuru. So that
That's fun.
was they all suffered for it. So how does Marquette beat Kansas one night and lose to Purdue the next? Is it, they just both all three of them are really good teams, and that's going to happen sometimes? Is that what you?
Well, let's put it this way: the tournament itself had 4 top 7 teams in it, so
Is it usually that tough?
it is usually it's the best preseason tournament it's the best pre-conference tournament in the country.
Okay, all right.
And I thought looking at it, I thought Purdue had more balance than Kansas. Kansas had the big kids that were playing well, but Purdue had a little
Kansas has Hunter Dickinson, who's from Michigan, who used to play at Michigan,
Right.
but they don't have much else. And then Purdue is just more balanced. They're two sophomore guys that are really really tough. They got a lot. With Marquette got a lot out of what they could. I think. If you ask the assistant coaches, they got out of the weekend what they wanted besides the championship. So.
Well, they got some good, and the coaches. The old saying is they don't want to win all the games because then they can't rip on them. Something to improve on. So
Right.
I would say it's a pretty successful preseason start for Marquette.
Yeah, 4-1 with a game. They got that Big East conference is really it's really good too. So it should be good.
I heard I didn't see, but I saw a couple notes that the Kansas and Marquette game got a little chippy. Is that true?
Yeah,
What
I got a little chippy. I felt sadly I fell asleep. I missed that part, but
Okay. Well,
but I yeah.
But I think the Marquette player, I can't remember who it was, but had a little chirp early in the game at the Kansas bench, and then the Kansas player came back pretty heavy at the Marquette, and yeah, it was good. It was good. It brings entertainment.
sure. Okay.
Good litmus test for Marquette. I think they'll do really well this season. So
Good. So this year they're not overrated. You think they're going to be good all year long?
no, I think I think they got their whole team back except for the Prosper kid. So
Mhm.
yeah, so
All right. Now, what about the Badgers? Well, how can you explain losing to Providence by 120 and then beating the snot out of Virginia, which is always a really good team, well-coached team? How does that happen, AJ?
they played really good defense. I think Guard got into him. It's funny because Guard in his press conference against Providence used finish about 15 times in his press conference. So he I'm not going to take credit for it, but
You should. What are you talking about? You put the word in his vocabulary.
Yeah. So yeah, he used it about 15 times, and I think he got into his big men a little bit. They were, they've been in Wisconsin 9 years combined, and I think he got into his big men a little bit. They played a little well. Carl played really well. Wall had a decent game for the first time this year, so. They got a big game tonight, though. They got SMU in the championship, so we'll see what happens.
Is that televised anywhere where people can see it?
It's on FS1.
Okay. When does it tip off? Probably after this show, right? Nobody will want to run and watch it.
7:30.
Oh, you mean 8:00? 8:01 is what you meant.
8:01 after the show.
Cool. Excellent. All right. Switching, I guess there are a few football games tomorrow. What about the Packers Loins? What's going to happen?
I predict the Packers are going to win 24-17.
Based on,
they're not healthy, but I think the Packers, I think short week, I think they're going to ride a lot of momentum. I wouldn't be surprised if Tucker Kraft gets a little run, especially with Luke Musgrave on IR now. Tucker Kraft will get a little run. I think. And they brought back Patrick Taylor, so look for that in the backfield. They got AJ Dillon and Patrick Taylor now instead of Aaron Jones.
All right. I did not see much of the game this last week. I saw a few highlights, but I was very unhappy when you see the highlights package. My question is, AJ Dillon, to me, he always seems right on the verge of breaking out, but he doesn't. How did he do, and what should we look for tomorrow?
he did okay. I mean, I think this is my assessment. He runs too tall for a guy that.
Is all right. That's what I thought. He stands up a lot. So is that something? Is it too late that can ever be corrected, or what do you think?
I think that's just his running style, and I don't think it can be corrected. To be honest with you.
Well, then I don't want him on my team. I mean, he's there. He's a load,
Yeah.
but if he stands up, he defeats the purpose. I'm not talking about if he's a good guy or not. I have no idea.
Personally, I don't think he'll be resigned next year, but it was funny. It was interesting story. I read this on Packers Online today. They called Patrick Taylor at halftime of the Chargers game and told them they were going to re-sign him because they only had one. You obviously can't play during that game, but he said he was watching the game. They both went down, and he saw the call coming. So that's kind of interesting to me.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry for the guys who get hurt, but I hope it's great for him. Now, again, not seeing any highlights. I heard I saw a thing that said Aaron Jones' thing was gruesome. Was it gruesome? Is he out for good? What's the story?
No, it's a multi-week injury, but they said it's an MCL sprain, so it's not an ACL tear or anything like that. So sometimes the sprains are worse than they can be let on, but he's not on IR or anything, according to reports. So
okay, and you're picking him to win tomorrow.
I just think of the momentum of the Chargers game, or the momentum or luck, whatever you want to call it. I think they'll play pretty well, and I think the defense will play pretty well. And I believe in Jared Goff, but I think the Lions are going to get beat this week.
Well, I was glad to see the Lions pull that one out. I have no love for the Bears, as you know, but I'd rather see them thinking they can win any game rather than being hacked off that they lost to the Bears.
Yeah, right, exactly. I think I watched for Jahmyr Gibbs too. That's the one guy that scares me. He's kind of a Swiss Army knife for the Lions.
And what about David Montgomery? He's reborn there.
Montgomery's done really well for them. He's done really well for them. He's been a good back all year long. I mean, throughout his career, though, I just think he got a little bit. He was a good back in college too. Iowa State. He was kind of a hidden gem, but he's been a really good back, and I'm interested to see what happens with the game tomorrow.
All right, go ahead.
Especially with the early kick.
I'm glad for the early kick myself. AJ, if you were the Packers defensive coordinator, and you might, and
Joe Barry,
I think the job's open because he's having COVID.
Might as well be.
Yeah. So if we could break it down simplistically, what would be your number one thing to take away from Detroit?
Make Jared Goff beat you. I'm not sure that Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown can beat you, but I also say make Jared Goff beat you, and then I also watch out for. There's two guys in that offense that scare me. Besides, maybe three, including Montgomery. You got Goff, St. Brown, and Sam Laporta, the rookie out of Iowa. Those three guys scare me. The rest of that offense doesn't really scare me.
Yeah, Laporta's looked pretty damn good.
Yeah, he has looked really good.
Yeah.
Although that's all Iowa knows how to do. For as bad as their offense is, they sure know how to produce tight ends at Iowa.
Tight ends and like Brian Bulaga was a hell of an
offensive linemen and linebackers. Those three positions.
Yeah. Speaking of which, is there missing persons on Van Ness, or where is he? Is he hurt? What's going on?
He played last week. He did.
Okay, but did he do anything?
Nothing of significance.
He makes like one big play a game, and then you never see him.
And he gets excited too. So you always get that. He gets excited for sure that he makes one big play, and that's about it.
Okay. Well, is he comparable? It seems to me that Rashawn Gary he was good, but he didn't do a hell of a lot his rookie year. He was learning behind guys. Is that comparable, or am I wishful thinking there? Or what do you think?
He's comparable to, my wish for him, and this will be a blast from the past for Packer fans. My wish for him is that he turns into maybe an Aaron Campbell type. That's my wish. No, but
I was hoping you were going to say Bryce Pop.
no, not a Bryce Pop type. No, no. My wish for him is that he turns into
Uh,
serviceable, but I'm not sure he's gonna be great.
Serviceable.
I'm not sure.
That is a slap.
I'm not sure he's gonna be great, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, that's
But I
your
like,
like to see it.
but I like to see
It's just
I like to see Rashawn's development because in college and starting off, he faced a lot of double teams. So I'm pleased to see that.
all right. One thing we haven't talked about the last couple of days is the potential Hall of Fame class in baseball.
Yes, we haven't talked about that.
And what do you think about the class?
It's pretty good. It's a pretty. Do you have the list in front of you?
I did. Of course, you'd ask me that. You're supposed to know that.
I don't know.
The 2024 class. I don't really know.
Adrian Beltre is one of them. And everybody talks about him like he's a shoe-in. And I saw a good quote about Matt Holliday. It's like it's become the hall of the very good, but not great.
Yeah, it's very yeah. The standard to get in the Hall of Fame now, in my opinion, is not low, but it's not the greatest thing in the world. I think Beltray could be really good.
All right. Let me tell you. Here it is. I got it in front of me, AJ. Here's the there are 12 up for it. Okay, I'll read them off. I'll read off the name, and I can read you what they say about them, or if you want to just say what you want to say and go on. And these are in no particular order. All right. Number 1, Jose Bautista.
Eh.
All right. Enough said.
Bat flip. That's the one thing I think of. The bat flip playoff, but that's about it.
I know the Scorpion won't hesitate to chime in, so let him. Adrian Beltre.
He's been, he had 300 homers as a switch hitter. Played for multiple teams. I think he had 3,000 too, right, Nick?
Let's see. The first thing I saw that I had no idea about, he had 5 gold gloves at third base. He tried to play third base conventionally, but I always threw flat-footed. Let's see. I don't know. He had finished with 477 home runs, 3,166 hits.
Yep. So he's a shoe in my opinion.
He's a shoe-in?
Anytime you reach over 3,000, that's a big time.
Okay. I've always heard his name. I didn't never associate him with being like one of the great guys of the era, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just interesting. Third one, Bartolo Colon.
Bartolo should be in just for longevity, to be honest with you. The man pitched till he was 42 years old. And he hit a homer.
He lasted 21 seasons and finished with 247 victories, the most of any Latin American pitcher. An all-star for 4 teams, Colon had 2 20-win seasons, a Cy Young Award, and 1 monumental home run, as you said. The best thing about him, I think, is his nickname. Do you remember his nickname at all?
What is it? It's Big Sexy, isn't it?
Big Sexy. Reminds me of myself. I mean, I gotta love a guy like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think 200 is 200 wins is the new. I don't want to say it's the new 300, but I don't think you'll see guys reach 300 anymore. So 247 might get you in these days. I don't know.
I think this is a great line. Colon won't get into the Hall. He did serve a suspension for performance-enhancing drugs, and his 4.12 ERA career would be the highest in Cooperstown. But he's an all-time character who made the game fun, which I think is a fair assessment.
Wait, he took PEDs?
Yeah, he was bounced for.
He wasn't
a bodybuilder, obviously, but
I was going to say his body shape never changed.
Yeah, he should ask for a refund if he took PEDs, right?
Must have been a dietary.
What is this?
Must have been a dietary supplement.
Right. Adrian Gonzalez.
Didn't he win a world? No, that was Luis. I was going to say, didn't he win a World Series? No, that was Luis.
Let's see.
Gonzalez had over 3,000, didn't
he? If he did, it's not in here. I'm not worried about him. Next one, Matt Holliday.
Uh,
this is where the quote for Halla very good.
no, I don't think so.
All right.
Half his
I'm
half his career he played at Coors Field, so can't hold that against him. But I'm going to.
all right. Victor Martinez.
Big time switch hitting first baseman. I like him. I like him in that class.
Okay. Joe Mauer.
Mauer should Mauer 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 could be it. Mauer could. I think Mauer could get in. You know, if it wasn't for injuries, Mauer had a great career, but it got shortened by injuries. Um, Not saying he'd still be catching today, but it for sure got shortened by injuries. And not to mention, he played the last 3-4 years of his career at first base, but he was known as a great all-time great catcher. So,
All right. Here's the plus and minuses of him. I think they do this very well, very succinctly. Um, Somewhere along the way, Mauer's career seemed less than fulfilling. He made a lot of money, hit a lot of singles, and missed a lot of games. His teams never won in the playoffs. He stopped catching because of concussions at age 30. But remember the context. If you had said in November of 2001 that not only would the Twins escape death row, but that the kid from St. Paul would win an MVP, 3 Gold Gloves, 3 batting titles, and play his entire career at home, all while conducting himself with class and dignity, you would absolutely have signed up for it.
yeah, I like that idea. Loyalty. You know, I mean, he's loyalty in this day and age in sports is kind of lost on people, lost in general. So I like Mauer in the Hall of Fame. To be honest,
Okay, good call. Brandon Phillips.
no.
Okay, enough said. Jose Reyes.
Jose, no, he got caught for PEDs.
Okay, James Shields.
No, I don't remember much besides his time with the Rays, but they were good. They were good, but they weren't great. They never
Good.
won the.
Good enough for me. Chase Utley.
Chase's longevity should be rewarded, but I don't think it will be.
Okay, David Wright.
Too many injuries for me.
Yep, gotcha. I'm with you. I hate agreeing with you, but I think that's good. All right. All good. That's it. That's the class, and it's an interesting class. It's not like wow.
If
But
you had a modern era class, that would be like it. That was like the era of me growing up. That was like 2000. That was what 2006 to like 2020, pretty much.
yeah.
So yeah, that was like the era
What
of
is it, 2018? Do you have to be retired 5 years?
5 years. Yeah,
5 years.
yeah. So it'll be interesting to see who gets him, but I don't really know that I see more than one or two getting in.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't think you should see more than one or two.
No, do you know who's up for the Broadcasters Award this year?
I've lost. If Euchre's in, it doesn't matter. I mean, they might as well just throw the award in the trash, for God's
Euchre
sakes.
won it already, so
I know. That's what I'm saying. For God's sakes. There's no basement. There's not. Forget the floor. There's no basement for it, for God's sakes. That's what I think.
Jack's hatred of Euchre's a hot
It's
topic.
not hatred. It's just an observation. That's dead on straight. Right
You're
on.
not a euchre guy?
He never calls the game. He calls himself. That's what he does.
I know I'm not a huge fan myself. So
There you go. See?
we're probably people are turning off their radios right now.
Good. I'm thankful. I'm thankful this year that the Scorpion and I agreed on something.
Hey, by the way, I got a live update for you.
Okay.
Bucks down 67-52. It's not even halftime yet.
Oh, geez. You know, in the NBA, that could change the.
To Boston, all that.
All right. Where's the game at Boston?
Yeah, Boston.
All right. Well, what do you predict? All right, what do you predict the final point spread is going to be on that one, AJ?
8.
8?
Yep.
Okay. To the good or to the bad?
Right now, I think it's going to be 8 to the bad right now, to be honest. I think that the Boston is out to prove a point. I think Drew's out to prove a point, and I think it's gonna be 8 to the bad. Yeah.
Okay. Well, early season. I'm not. That's the thing with the NBA. It's like watching hockey right now. It's like, Hey, how about the
And you
Badgers?
got Drew Holiday guarding Giannis.
Oh, oh, that's interesting. What about the Badgers hockey program? First time since
Number
like
one, number one. Since they've
number
been-
one, number one in both men's and women's.
There we go. You know, who's the coach over there now?
They got
Who's the
my
men's coach?
the guy who I was just with, my great friend, who is a huge hockey head. He's from Minnesota, but I don't know if he's from the U. I think he's from a lower level in the university, and he said he's got him going in the right direction. Well, he sure as hell has. They swept Minnesota at home.
Yeah, that's big time.
Huge.
I had heard
Didn't they
that.
sweep Minnesota and Duluth?
Michigan, I think they swept Michigan
Yeah.
and Minnesota.
By the way, here's a plug for Badger hockey. If you're going to Pfizer the 28th and 29th for that Frozen Four tournament, get your tickets now because it might be sold out.
Nicely done.
Get
All
your
right.
tickets now, people.
All right, we got the lovely, beautiful, and talented Patty Hansen waiting in the wings here. However, I do have to ask you, AJ, about the last thing before we go.
Yes, sir.
The college football playoffs. There was a switch. My team, the Washington Huskies, jumped ahead of Florida State. What do you think of that?
Honestly, Jack, and I know I'm going to get a lot of crap for this. I don't think that Washington should have jumped them.
Okay,
Because
why?
Because
Why not?
I don't think Florida State should be penalized for the Jordan Travis injury.
But that always happens.
No, but I'm saying I don't think they should.
Is your playoff based on what you did in the past or how you're going to play? Would you bet on Florida State to be one of the top 4 teams in the country without?
Not right now, no.
Oh,
No, you're
well,
right.
there goes your argument, dude.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think,
I mean, it's a tough break. I understand that. I get it.
Literally.
But it happened.
Yeah. But I think Washington should be rewarded for who they played. Public service announcement to all these teams who schedule Western Carolina the second to last week of the season. What are you doing? Like, seriously, you're not rewarding yourself. You're only giving that team a big payday. What are you doing? Seriously.
I
digress.
I'd be harsher about that, except one of the great coaches who caused one of the great program turnarounds in history, Barry Alvarez, was very good at scheduling those cupcakes early in the year.
Yeah, but that's early in the year. That's not week 13.
That's true. The Southeast Conference has a habit of playing these teams later in the year. I don't get it. I don't know why they do it. Don't know how they get away with it, but they do it.
No.
Well, it's like a bye week.
Right. It's ridiculous. What? All right, AJ. This weekend, I want to hear your call. Ohio State, Michigan. I don't want to hear point spread. I want to know who's going to win.
Ohio State by 7. No Connor Stallions.
I said no point spread. All right. Let's see here. Oregon State, Oregon. It's in. I think it's in Corvallis. I think. I'm not sure.
You know what? I'm taking Oregon State.
All right. Okay. Got it.
I think
Alabama, Auburn.
Alabama easy. Auburn's bad.
All right. Georgia Tech.
Georgia.
All right. Florida State, Florida.
Florida State. No Graham Mertz for Florida.
All right.
They should win then.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait a minute. Hey, yo. Washington State.
Heart says Washington State. Head says Washington.
Well, what's your answer?
Washington.
All right. Texas Tech.
I think Texas is going to win that game. That's the only chance to make the playoffs.
Okay. Louisville, Kentucky.
I think Louisville's got a chip on its shoulder being in an ACC championship game, so I think they're going to win that game.
All right. It's a big weekend. It's like sounds like a great weekend of college football.
Yes, sir.
All right. You too. We got to bring in Patty, but I'm going to bring her in so you can all answer this at the same time. Patty,
Hi,
Hi,
Pat.
do you see who's on here?
I do. Hey, Ajay, how are you doing?
Good. How are you, Patty?
Good. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
What's your favorite dish on Thanksgiving?
I knew she would do it.
Twice baked potatoes.
What is it?
Twice baked potatoes.
Oh, okay.
What are you going to? That's pretty fancy for Thanksgiving. Where the hell are you going? For God's sakes.
Mother-in-law, now aunt, makes twice baked potatoes every year.
So,
God,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good aunt.
Yeah. It should be. It's Cindy.
Oh, well, she's got a lot to make up for with that Cardinals fan for.
Right.
Scorpion, what do you like? What's your favorite?
All I need is turkey and gravy. I could eat that constantly.
Good, Patty.
You can keep the turkey, you can keep the stuffing, you can keep the vegetables. Just pass the raspberry Cool Whip cream pretzel Jello, please, and leave me alone.
Oh,
Then
you guys, I got this is a highfalutin crowd I got going on around here. Wow, that's fabulous. Okay, all right, sounds very good. One last thing, AJ, what are you thankful for? One thing.
I'm thankful for there's one thing. My most important would be family. If I had to say, without them, I'd be nowhere. So that'd be my most important.
Is that your way of saying your aunt because she makes twice baked potatoes? Is that what you're saying?
No.
No. Doug, what do you got?
Hands down, family.
God, you guys, you don't know my family. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Okay. My 3 sons and my wife.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Patty?
I have no idea.
Mr. Wonderful. What about Mr. Wonderful?
I don't know.
What? Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, he's down on the couch sleeping.
All right. Well, that you're thankful for him, and I'm thankful for him too. For God's sakes, I'm sticking up for him. I'm thankful for Mr. Wonderful. All right. I'm thankful for Lisa. She's the best bikini, and I saw her head bop in the background too. So it's a little sucking up action. All right, bikini boys. Thanks very much for joining.
All right, boys.
This is the best. This is the best that Doug's looked ever. This is the best Doug has ever looked on the show. I got to tell you.
Very nice to see you.
A little half-assed.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Thanks very much for joining us on Thanksgiving Eve. Take it easy, you boys. Have fun.
Right.
All right. All right, PH.
Hey, how's it going?
It's been, how long has it been?
A month or
One.
more.
First you blew me off, then I blew you off.
No, first you blew me off, then I blew you off.
No, you blew me off twice, and then I blew you off so badly once I forgot to tell you there was no show. So that takes probably 2. That takes up 2. So here's to you.
Yeah.
Very good. So how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How about yourself?
Great. What's going on in the
How was
world?
Arizona.
It was fabulous.
Yeah. How warm was it?
It was 75.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, I mean it was great. They're all like saying last week was too hot, and they know. I was there for my best friend's wedding, and it was in a great outdoor venue. It rained the first time in 2 months. The 2 mornings, like the morning before and the morning of the wedding, but it was early, and you would never have known it rained by the time the thing came in. Everybody was so thankful it rained. They're all like, yes, that takes care of everything here. So it was great. It really was. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of like a reunion. I mean, I know his family. He's got 3 brothers and a sister, but I didn't know the bride and her family, and she comes from a big family. It was just a lot of fun. It really was. It was great. Yeah, good to see him happy. So
I know Michael's oldest daughter lives in Arizona, in Phoenix, and she says we love it when it rains.
Right.
And I'm like, wow, okay.
He said it gets rid of all the pollution smell.
Yeah. Well,
So,
you see, Phoenix is trapped in all those mountains.
yep,
And so the bad air kind of goes into the center there.
right,
So yeah.
yeah. But it was great, and I he's like, don't just come for the wedding, come a couple days early and stay a couple days later. So it's like, okay, twist my arm. But then I made the flight reservations, Patty, and I didn't even realize how close it was to Thanksgiving. So I got out just before the shit hit. So
Yeah.
I was lucky. So
Yeah.
it was great. It was a great trip.
That would have been a hell of a drive.
Oh, yes,
You'd still be driving.
yes. So I have a question for you.
Yes.
Jewelry and fashion related.
And what?
What for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
What is there such a thing as a dress code for Thanksgiving? What do you think?
Not at our house.
Well, good. So, I mean, is it come as you? Does it? I mean, how does that work? What do you think? It used to kind of be when I was growing up. There was no strict dress code, but it was dress a little nicer than you normally do for dinner.
Oh.
What was it like that with you, or is it like that now?
No and no.
Okay.
No, when I was growing up, it was kind of like, just casual. If we did go to like my grandparents' house, then we got dressed up. But if it was just around our house, no.
Okay.
And now, I'm probably walking around in my pajama pants and a sweatshirt or something.
Okay. Who are you going to be sharing your Thanksgiving dinner with?
Just Mr. Wonderful and Boomer.
Nice.
Yep. So it'll be good. And this year I don't have to, Susie, Michael's youngest daughter, is going to be with her mom. So that means I get to have the raspberry Cool Whip cream cheese pretzel jello all to myself.
Everything sounds good except for the cream cheese. I kind of go,
It's so good.
Is
Oh
it?
my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
All right. I trust you. So, what time of day do you eat Thanksgiving dinner?
I like to eat around 1 o'clock because if you eat too early, then you're kind of hungry later on. But if you eat too late, then you eat all this stuff in the beginning, and then by the time dinner comes, you're full. So
What with the Packers playing? There's a football game on tomorrow. Does that affect your plans at all?
mine.
Okay, that's all. That's all I want to know. Does you don't you say I know you've been very adamant about not cooking in the past.
Oh yeah.
Do you have anything to do with the Thanksgiving dinner?
No, nothing. To everybody's happiness. Yeah, no, I don't even go near the kitchen because it might be a bad thing. So no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, who cooks?
Mr. Wonderful.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Does he enjoy it?
Yeah, he does, and he's really a good cook.
I believe it. I believe it. Yeah.
I mean,
I never liked that guy. He's good at everything.
yeah.
Well, hey, I don't know about everything, but you know that. Thus the nap.
You walked right into it, Jack.
Easily. Okay, so what do you got for me? What's going on in the world? Besides, let's talk about the Facets winner again.
Well, let's do that. It's Olivia Cassels. Castles.
Mm-hmm.
Carl's Carl's Carlles. Carl.
Okay. All right.
And oh my God, we had a Meet the Artist event
Right.
at the Pink Llama, and oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Some people came. Like, do you know Cindy Larson? Yeah, she works out with you over. Yeah, she came, and God bless her. She brought a nice little gift for Olivia for winning, and a card, and it was so nice. And Dale Gabry showed up. He was there. Then she had relatives there, and of course her mom and dad and a couple of school friends, and it was just really cool. It was really cool.
Jackie D was there, wasn't she?
No, she wasn't feeling well.
Oh,
yeah, she missed it.
Bummer.
But yeah, it was just really fun. Miss Molly's catered it with a charcuterie board, and let's see, we had brownie chips, and we had chocolate peppermint the chocolate and then the peppermint layer and then the crushed up peppermint thingies. The what do you call them?
I know what you.
The candy canes, the
Ah,
crushed candy
yeah.
canes. Yeah. And cookies.
Let's put in a plug for Miss Molly's while we're at it. For
Yeah.
God's sakes,
No kidding.
is there anything she cannot do? She and her team
No, they are awesome. They
for
are.
catering, donuts, you name it.
You
right?
name it. Yep.
And you've known them a long time, right?
Well, she used to be one of my tenants, and
I know.
Yeah, and she's just the nicest person you'd ever want to meet. She's so sweet, so nice, and so kind. And her new place is so great. I'm so happy for her. I'm really happy for her because the new place is just out of this world. It's just
Nice.
she can do events actually in her new place, and it's
on that location.
Yeah,
It's like across from Newman Chevrolet, right?
Yes. I think she had like a kid's birthday party there, and they made cookies and decorated them.
Nice.
I thought was really cool. So yeah, she's doing some really great stuff.
Cool. She is. She's lovely. I think just think the world of her.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
she's really nice.
Good. All right, now back to Olivia.
But Olivia, this was so sweet. Her grandmother came, and her grandmother was sitting in the corner, and she was crying because she was so proud of Olivia.
Oh, that's nice.
It was so cool. And Tammy Strauss, the owner of Pink Llama, was just the most gracious hostess. It was perfect. It was just perfect. And those people who didn't come just really missed a really nice time. And what was also really cool was that customers were coming in because we didn't close the shop down, or her shop or anything. And customers would come in and they'd be like, what's going on, and we would tell them, and they're like, oh, congratulations, so it was really sweet.
Nice. Really sweet. And if you missed it, that's too bad, but it's over. But the thing is, you can still invest in this young lady's dream, Patty, right?
Yes.
How so?
Yes, because I just got off the phone with the caster today, and this is one of the reasons why we're doing this. The jewelry industry needs goldsmiths. They are so backed up at my casters that
please, if you could, just a minute, a little too much inside baseball. What is a caster? So people who don't know what that is.
The guy who's manufacturing it. He's
okay. So they take Olivia's design.
Yeah.
And
they take
literally make it be real, right?
Right. They make it be sterling silver and set it with the diamond. So, but they're so overwhelmed because they don't have enough goldsmiths, and they're swamped, and they can't get the first pendant out until like maybe next week, late in the week. So excuse me. So that's kind of sad, but we're taking pre-sales. What's really going to be cool about it is that it's going to be a stationary. It's not going to be like a pendant that moves on a necklace. Mm-hmm. It's going to be stationary on the necklace. It'll be a sterling silver necklace, 18 inches long, along with the sterling silver lotus, and then the 10-point laboratory grown diamond in the center. So nice. It will be nice. And we had the ability to have one of our other manufacturers give us a price cut on some things. So we were able to put the price for the pendant and necklace at $175. So that is
nice.
Yeah. So it's going to be really reasonable. And for the first 10 people, if anybody buys the first 10 people to buy Olivia's necklace from the 24th to the 28th.
24th is Friday.
Yeah. Okay.
So the 28th of December.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no, the 28th of November.
28th of November. Oh, okay. So short window here. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
People to buy Olivia's pendant in 4 days. I will also give them a sterling silver Believe charm, and it's the word believe written out in cursive in sterling silver.
Nice.
So
Sounds
you
lovely.
can also get that.
That's fantastic.
So yeah.
And Patty, did you know there's only 1, 2, 3, like we're like 4.5 weeks till Christmas, or 5 weeks? Is that right?
Yeah, it's coming up.
So people who love art might want something that was originally created in Cedarburg. Cedarburg is like the heart of the cultural universe. Screw Paris. Um,
Mhm.
we got it going on here, but it's a wonderful potential gift for someone you really care about.
And not only that, it's 50% of the profits go back to the Cedarburg High School art department. So, it's a gift that feels good, not just wearing it, but also knowing that you're giving back. So it's a great gift all the way around.
Excellent. And this line that you wrote, Olivia poured her heart into this project to bring her vision to life. I mean, you can feel it. You can see it. Every picture you see of the video you see of the kid, she's feeling it, and it just feels good.
She I gotta tell you, she is personality plus. Um, I told her,
Wow, coming from you, holy
oh,
mackerel, high
maybe
praise.
she is personality plus. I told her, I said, don't ever lose your enthusiasm because your enthusiasm will take you far.
Right.
And she was just so excited and so happy. I mean, I was like, whoa, I love it. So yeah, she's great. I just think she's adorable. And she went on a little campaign of her own, just telling her friends to vote for her pendant, and her parents had to tell their relatives, which is great. That's what it's all about. So
Engagement, audience engagement, right?
yeah, exactly. So she really got into it, and then rumor had it, when she got the $500, the first thing she wanted to do was buy some Uggs.
There you go. That's perfect.
Yeah, and she goes, "Why does everybody know this?"
I think Olivia shares. I think she under. There's a reason everybody knows. All right, Patty. So if someone is interested in the Lotus pendant created
Yeah.
by Olivia, how would they best find out about it, look at it, research it, purchase it? Please
Yeah.
tell.
I'll tell you, there are a number of ways.
Okay.
I am having open hours for the holidays, and I will tell you the hours so they could stop by my showroom, my new showroom, and my newly remodeled showroom.
Nice.
It's so pretty.
In the Cedarburg Arts District?
That's exactly it. Yes. And so they can stop by my showroom, or they can go to my brand new website, galloonfinejewelry.com,
Ooh, I like that.
and it's on there too. So
You got to speak it.
what?
How do you spell Galloon for peeps?
GALLUN.
All right, so that's galloonfinejewelry.com.
Yep.
All right, just
Yep.
remember that. All
And
right,
it's in there. It'll when you get to Galloon Fine Jewelry, it'll be the first thing that hits you.
excellent.
And this was also very cool. So Olivia also has been making other jewelry because she's in the jewelry class. So she was making other jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
She was wearing a ring at the event that was absolutely adorable. And I go, "Where did you get that ring?" She goes, "I made it." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I love it." I said, "Make 3 of them. I'll sell it. We'll split the profit."
There you go. That's it. Hustle, kid. There you go. There you go. That's fantastic. Very cool.
It was really cool. It looked like little musical notes wrapped around her finger is what it looked like. It was so cute. I said, "I know some people I think that would really like it." I said, "So make 3 of them. I'll sell them and we'll split the profit." She's like, and her mom was standing there, and I said, "No more babysitting for this one. She's on her own."
Hey, but in addition to Olivia's cool Lotus pendant, you have other stuff going on at galloonfinejewelry.com, don't you?
You do, yeah. Well, okay, so like from now until Tuesday, everything in the showroom is 20 to 50% off, depending on what the item is. So
Again, you got the same window. The window's closing quickly for now until Tuesday,
well,
right?
Yeah, that would be through Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and then I probably will do it again. You know, I'm in that Washington Square building, you know, between,
Which is just north, the building right next to the Rivoli, correct?
right, just south of the Rivoli.
Just south of the Rivoli.
Yeah, between the Union House restaurant and the Rivoli.
Yeah, it's the Rivoli is just south of your place.
Huh?
Yeah, yeah. Your building is just south of the Union House, and
I'm north of the Union.
oh, it's right. Never mind. Onward. I'm thankful that Patty knows her compass better than I know. That's what I'm thankful for.
You know, it doesn't take much to confuse me, and you were confusing me.
And I was really confused. So anyway, right on, sister. You're right. Look at it this way.
Where do I go?
You're between the Rivoli and the Union House, no matter how you slice it, right?
Right.
There you go. And
And
for people who prefer to shop in person, are you going to be open this weekend?
I am. Here are my hours. I just
Okay.
so happen to have them right here.
All right. Please share it.
Yes, I will. So this Friday from 5 to 8 for the festive Fridays. And I will be open all the festive Fridays from 5 to 8.
Nice.
And then starting December 2nd, I will be open every Saturday from 10 to 2. And I will open on December 23rd from 10 to 2. So I'll be there for last minute gifts.
Nice. Excellent.
So that will be good. That'll be fun. And I'm sure I'll have, I can't be there without having something fun to eat. So
Got it. That's you.
So I'll have something, I'm sure. Maybe I'll stop at the Shinery or something. Why not?
How about some of the raspberry foof that you're having?
The raspberry Cool Whip cream cheese pretzel jello. I'm not sharing that with
All right. Okay. But at least someone can watch you eat it. And they can't have it.
Oh, what a sight.
What a sight indeed.
Yes, indeed. So
Excellent.
yeah, so a lot of things going on. And on December 8th, that's a Friday, the 3 businesses, there's Flora and Stone, Body Ignite, and me. We're going to be open for a holiday open house because we're the businesses in the lower part of that building.
Okay.
And we're all women owned, and we're pretty cool. So
Cool chicks.
yeah. So come on in. We're gonna have lots of fun stuff. I know Flora and Stone is having some samples, some healthy food samples, and Dawn over at Body Ignite is going to be doing something with showing you how to move your body, and she's a Reiki master and all that kind of cool stuff.
I know. Yeah,
So
Ricky's
there's
cool.
some, cool stuff going on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Okay. You got a lot of shit going on, Patty.
I tell you what, I have been so busy. It's unbelievable.
Good.
Yeah, it is good.
You're dangerous if you're not completely stretched. That's when you start sending long emails. And I have been safe from them. So whatever is going on, I hope the universe keeps it going because it's been wonderful.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you liked the last email I sent you. I just said, "Did you hear me sigh?"
I know that was good. It was like 4 words too long. You could have just gone sigh, but but I let it slide because it wasn't the world's longest paragraph, so I was pretty happy with that. That was pretty good.
I wanted to impress upon you the volume of the sigh.
Patty, whenever you are exuding something, whether it's an emotion, whether it's a sigh, whether it's an exclamation, I'm never worried about a lack of volume from you. Not a concern. Not. Yeah. I never have to go to Patty. What?
Eh?
No, not a thing for you. We're good.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, well, you have to stop down. You got to see the pendant when you get a chance, and
What do you mean when I get a chance? You're open fucking holiday hours. Let's get it rolling. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it work.
all
When you
right.
get a chance. You get a chance. Step down. Let's roll. What are your hours this weekend?
I'll be there. What?
Read them. What are your hours again? Let's go.
Okay, so every Friday, starting this Friday, I will be there from 5 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
And then every Saturday, starting December 2nd, I will be there from 10 to 2.
Okay.
And I will also be there on December 23rd for last minute gifts from 10 to 2.
Okay. So early December is when you really start Friday, Saturday bookending, right? And only 4 hours at a crack. Patty's not sitting around smoking cigs for 9 to 10 hours a day. That ain't happening. We got time.
I got stuff to do, okay?
Yeah. Yes, TikTok. The big guy's got things cooking for her, so she's got to be ready.
That's
So
right.
use your time wisely. Check out GalloonFineJewelry.com. Brand new, beautiful website. And that's GALLUN for the people who insist on spelling Galloon GLOON. No. Right? Am I right?
Yes,
There is a loon there.
there is.
There's something loony, but it's a LUNY loony. So it's a galloon.
I always thought it would be fun to open a bar and call it Galloon Saloon.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Nice. All right. I like you, Patty. You're all right.
I
Well,
did.
thanks very much. Have a wonderful fluff tomorrow.
Yeah, you too. Are you going anywhere? Is your mom coming or?
I'm not going to be with my mom tomorrow. Margot and I are going to see. We're visiting family in Stoughton, which is right near Madison. And last year we went and stayed overnight, and it was nice. They offered that, but got too much going on, so that we're back and forth. And besides, Blackie's very unforgiving if you leave him alone on the holidays. So, and no dogs allowed there, which is unbelievable. But that's what we, it's like 4th of July. 4th of July, you can pick who you hang with. Thanksgiving, not so much. You're stuck. You're screwed with family. So that's a happy way of saying it.
Please wish your mom happy Thanksgiving for me.
I will.
All right.
I will.
And say hello to Margot and wish her happy Thanksgiving. And is Will coming home or no?
No. We were just there a month ago or so, though.
Oh, okay.
He is loving life. He is very happy.
Good.
Which is good to see. So
glad to hear it.
Yeah. And this is just like you. He's just cranking up. He's in retail too, so it's go time. There's no coming home now. So
no.
Yep.
Not now.
All right, sister.
All righty.
Glad to see you. Thanks for not blowing us off again this week. Appreciate it.
I didn't know if I was going to recognize you. It's been so long.
Sorry. Surprise, no surprise. All right. Have a great Thanksgiving. And everybody get on the Lotus. It's just a great deal. The whole thing about it. GalloonFineJewelry.com, right?
Yeah. Or
excellent.
Shop the shop.
All right. Good. Love you, Patty. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for being yourself.
Yep.
Tell Mike we appreciate what he's doing with the bird.
Okay.
That's good.
You too. Okay.
All right. Take care. Good night.